Hey guys, so this is gonna be day one of this vlog, and we are currently in Boracay. We just arrived in Boracay. Now, um, we just had our lunch, and this is hearty lunch here at the Hue Hotel. And the food was really good, and I would really like to mention that the staff is also very friendly. And um, for now, we are going to be resting. As you can see, I'm in the exclusive part of our hotel room. And later tonight, we're going to be walking on the beach line. We're going to look, all the events that are happening in there, the parties, the night markets and stuff. So we're going to be checking that out later tonight. So um, for this day one, I would like to share for for those people who haven't gone to Boracay yet, or to those who are planning to visit Boracay for the first time. So how do you get to Boracay? When you are from Davao City or when you are in Davao City, basically what you want to do is you want to book a flight. So it's going to be Davao to Cebu, then Cebu to uh, what place was that? I forgot. Katiklan, yeah. So it's gonna be Davao to Cebu, then Cebu to Katiklan. You're gonna be booking two flights. Now, when you arrive to Katiklan, you are gonna be going to the jetty port or the Katiklan port. Now, in the Katiklan port, there would be some processes right there so that you can ride a boat. It's not actually a small boat. It's a medium-sized passenger boat that takes you to Boracay. Now, the weather today here in Boracay is not really that good. The wind is too strong, and so it resulted to big waves in their sea. So the boat ride from Katiklan to Boracay was somewhat it was shaky. It made us feel dizzy. So I suggest you look up for dates that are that the weather is better than what we have now. But anyways, the experience was really good. It's just just really tiring since it's the first day, going from one airplane to the other and doing the transferring of locations and stuff. But I hope after we rest for a while right now, and when we go to the beach, I hope everything's gonna feel better and we're gonna enjoy. So I'm gonna get back to you guys later tonight, and I'm gonna show you what Boracay is like in the evening of the upcoming Christmas 2024. See ya. guys, good morning. And um, time check right now is 6:30. So we are at day two of our Boracay vacation slash Christmas celebration. And I think the first thing that we're gonna do today is we're gonna go down at the lobby um, so that we could have our breakfast. And I think after our breakfast, we're gonna be going to the beach. Not that sure. And we still don't have plans for the, uh, the upcoming hours after that. So basically, we might just, be walking around again, having some, sightseeing or looking for places to visit. And also, we're actually looking for a place to party here in Boracay. So um, if you guys have any experience partying here in Boracay, kindly comment down below which is the best bar. I just want to see because during our walk last night, we were um, we were really uh, let's say amazed at how many bars and party places there are on the beach line, of course, and we really had trouble if which ones we're gonna go. So maybe we're gonna party tonight, or if not, it's gonna happen on the third day. So I guess I'm gonna be seeing you later downstairs while we eat, and I really don't know what to expect for this day. I'm just really excited on what this day has to offer for us here in Boracay. So I'm gonna see you later downstairs for breakfast. So we're gonna make our coffee for this day. So they have offered free coffee sachets like this, and there's sugar. There's excuse me. There's creamer. Oh, let's go with coffee first. So let's see if we can shift the focus down to our coffee. Need some sugar. Oh, sugar. I forgot we need to boil water. So they actually provided us with boiling. An electric kettle for the coffee. And I mean, if you are to buy drinks outside, you could use their electric kettle, to um get your fix with the coffee of your choice, or maybe the what do you call this, your hot chocolate, powdered drink, whatever. Excuse me. So let's see if we can heat up some water. Right? Use the electric kettle they have provided. Okay. So supposedly in a few minutes we are going to be going down for the breakfast, the complimentary breakfast of this hotel, and everything everything seems perfect in this hotel. Although there's I mean it's I we could rate it out of 4.5, and as you can see, our room is quite spacious. I mean, forgive me for the mess, but it's really spacious. It has a bed that could fit, like, maybe, I don't know, because there's four of us in this room, and really fits a lot of people. And you can see, wait, let me turn off the tracking first. Okay, okay. As you can see, this is the room. That's my girlfriend sleeping right there. She's actually not sleeping. She's watching her Brooklyn Nine-Nine on her iPad, and As you can see there, this is the standard bed, right? This here is the standard bed. That's an extra bed so that the four of us can fit. But actually, if you can see the how large this bed is, all right. So it's really a big bed, and I'm quite shocked with all the amenities that they have provided because they have gym and they have uh, a bar in the pool. I will be posting a picture or maybe a video of that later also. But I have already gone there for some drinks last night, and it's actually my first time to see a shower in a hotel that's like this. Okay, it's all glass. It's frosted glass. Oh, sorry. You can see it's all frosted glass. So people in there would be, the views like this. I mean, you can't be seen, but it's pretty weird. But uh, it's not a big deal though. It's just really weird. I'm just waiting for my hot water to boil so that we can have our coffee and maybe we can start our day already. So we are expected the last day that we are going to be here is at around December 26th. All right. So that's gonna be our last our last day here, and we are really looking forward to um to make use or like make the most out of each day that we are here. Basically, we already have our coffee, and I'm gonna have my coffee first, and I'm gonna get back to you again on when we go downstairs. So I just remembered, I'm gonna show you guys what it looks outside of the hotel, like the center of the hotel. So let's go. All right, we're outside of the hotel, and as you can see, they have this. Let me correct the gimbal. Okay, as you can see, they have this small play area right here. All right, they have this play. I mean, it's not play area. Sorry, it's a lounging area for our floor, and this is what it looks like in the terrace outside of our room in this hotel. So let me flip the camera. Let me flip the camera for you. All right. So that's how it looks like outside of our hotel. So basically, that's the gym. That small room right there is the gym, and those are all rooms, as you can see. It's pretty large. It's actually really, really large. So right down there, as you can see that place. I don't know. Uh, here, this place right here has like lights and stuff. So that's where actually we're gonna be having breakfast for today. And I just want. I also. Uh, it's good that I remembered. I also wanted to tell you that I'm not gonna be speaking in English for the duration of all these videos because um, I'm there are gonna be times that are gonna shift into Cebuano or Bisaya. I'm also gonna shift into Tagalog. So I'm just waiting for our group to to gather, and then we're gonna be having our breakfast downstairs. So yeah, because the cousins of my girlfriend, my partner, has gone walking, and the other one has gone with his morning exercise, and we're still waiting for them to come back, and we're also waiting for the mother of my partner to wake up so that we could have breakfast all together. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed this view because I also really enjoyed looking at this one. So I'm gonna see you when we have our breakfast. I've said that three times already, but yeah, gonna show you that later. Chicken nuggets. Don't know what that is. So we're on our way now para maligo ng dagat. Pero hindi ako maliligo kasi sobrang busog ako. Smile. Hey guys, so day 3 na ngayon and uh, di na ako mag-English kasi medyo pagod galing naligo ng pool. So, yung day 3 dapat na video na ganito is ano, nung pag-record ko wala siyang audio. So, I need to do it again. So, ito na yun. So, nasa day 4 na ngayon or day 5 dapat. Kaso, ayun nga. And then, hindi ako nakakapag-edit everyday kasi wala akong laptop dala. I'm doing everything by phone. So, ganun. So, after this, natapos na to is, ano ko yung, anong nangyari nung day 3. So, just to sum it up, naligo kami ng dagat, nung, I think, around lunchtime, tapos, uh, gala-gala, hinanap namin yung Spice Bird na resto, na famous dito for, yung fresh aklan oysters. Tas na-discover din namin na meron din palang, merong ibang luto yung oysters, ganun, may grilled. Tapos yung Spice Bird is nagsaserve din ng crabs, ganun. And then after that, uh, kumain kami ng andoks. Pinasubok sa akin ng girlfriend ko yung andoks na burger. Anong tawag nun? Spicy Dokito, di ba? Spicy Dokito. So, after nun, masarap naman siya. I think twice ako kumain ng burger nung araw na yun. And then, after nun, nag-bar kami. And doon na sa bar, syempre, inom ganun. Panoorin nyo na lang yung next na clips and enjoy. Good morning, guys. It's already day 4 here in Boracay, and uh, a lot has happened. And there are a few things that I want to point out if you are to come here, especially during December. So, since it's our fourth day, and this is something that I have observed because the weather here is very unstable. So, it's not exact, but it's like almost every 15 minutes the weather changes from sunny to cloudy, from light rain showers, then usually going back to cloudy, then a little bit sunny, and then it's just like it seems like the weather in here is a wheel of fortune. So, in for today, I actually don't know what we're gonna be doing yet. Don't have any activities pre-planned, so maybe we're just gonna decide later after our breakfast. And I have been really busy during day 3 because um, we had a lot to do. Like we had a lot of activities, like mostly exploring other places here on the island, like going to Station One, and we I'm gonna create a separate video for day 3. I still have to consolidate all the stuff that I have recorded on video. So yeah, I'm just gonna be waiting, and let's see what day 4 has in store for us. So I'm gonna give you an update later, maybe later tonight or later this afternoon. I don't really know because we don't really plan our activities. So yeah, I'm gonna see you later. Hey guys, so day 5 na here in Boracay, and so far the day has been really good. Uh, hindi hindi masyado ganun kamaulan. There's a little bit of sunlight, and we are expecting sunlight tomorrow sa day 6, para para naman at least para naman makasubo kami ng yung Boracay na may na may sunlight, no. So konting konting parang review lang sa past days. Wala masyadong, let's say, major na activities, but very happy kasi we are we are being given the chance to explore Boracay, like yung maglakad-lakad sa labas, ganun, to discover things na you can't go with the natural transportation. Kailangan mo maglakad. So I'm very happy with that. So for this day, I'm really excited kung anong mangyayari after breakfast. So in a few minutes, bababa na kami to have our breakfast, and I'm gonna see you guys on the next day. Also, dagdag ko lang, this shirt is a new release from mystery.co of Davao. And if you wanna buy this shirt, as you can see, it has print at the back. I don't know if you guys could see it clearly. There's a print on the back. If you wanna buy this shirt, really cool shirt and really exclusive shirt, I'm gonna put their links in the description para you can have access and you can order yourself one of these shirts.
Talaga nang nag-offer og
Wait lang naman. Oh, that's already on.
Hello. Hello guys. Not look over
Hello
there.
guys.
Not look. They made
Naasan castle guys.
Bro, look,
Dara.
they just make it by
Naasan
themselves.
castle guys.
Look, they just make it by themselves.
Oh guys.
Oh wait, I see my tito. I see our tito. Look.
Naaga na ng stuff ay here.
Oo. Oh, binusan mo na, binusan mo na. Parang dadali ka. So, andito ako ngayon sa 7-Eleven, harap ng hotel namin. Ayan yung hotel namin, oh. Yung nasa labas, yung building din sa labas. Tapos, yung lunch natin ngayon is gonna be chicken from 7-Eleven kasi we're gonna be having a very hearty dinner mamaya. Since nakabook kami ng dinner for, Christmas Eve and birthday din ni Tita, which is mama ng girlfriend. So, ayan. Just waiting na matapos yung check-out para makabalik na sa hotel. Hey guys, so this is gonna be the day 7 in Boracay. Also, I'm gonna include the video in here where it shows, the trip going home. So, um, this video is gonna be composed of a lot of activities, but I guess one of the things that I would like to really mention on this video is the fact that we had the chance to go to Spicebird. So what is Spicebird? Spicebird is basically a restaurant in Boracay, and it's located in the mall. Now, this Spicebird restaurant is really, really famous, especially when it comes to fresh oysters, which are sourced from Aklan. So Aklan is also situated on an island beside Boracay. So basically, Aklan is, I think, I think if I'm not mistaken, it's a city, and they produce really good oysters, which is the number one and the signature dish of Spicebird. Now, the next thing that I would like to point out is um, during our trip home. So what happened was we had our flight from Katiklan to Cebu and then Cebu to Davao, right? So during the wait, because we had to wait for 4 hours in Cebu for our flight to Cebu to Davao, and I was amazed because I had the chance to meet um, a famous a famous, let's just say, a famous TikTok personality in Cebu, and his name is Zeke Abella, and I had a really great time talking to him, but I didn't get any of that in video because I still respect privacy, but I acquired a picture of him, and even my partner, we had pictures with him. So watch this whole video, and you're gonna see what day 7 and what the trip from Boracay to Davao looks like. See ya.
Shimmy, shimmy, yay, shimmy, yay, shimmy, ya. Shimmy, shimmy, yay, shimmy, yay, shimmy, ya. Asa? Sundog po.
Big booty. Nice, oh.
Sorry, naka-DJI na ako sir.
Ganyan sa...
Tara. Godzilla. May Godzilla. Gojira. Pad thai. Alam mo ba ang pad thai?
Pad thai. Patzel. Gusto ko. Nakakita na kalab. Masking tape.
Halos.
May banto.
Tingnan mas maliit. Wala kang tulog. Alamian, ulas mo. Sarap mo ka, yakan eh. Ulas ka?
Let's go, Craig.
我刚开始我能多吃我的鸡，然后后来为什么不晕了呢？因为有一次晕的太狠了，一下子我就狂吐，然后就再也没有晕。要多吐几次，不要换了床多吐几次。靠岛的那些电梯。上次也好一点，买低一点。啊，起码这特别方便。别的看见地方睡觉，看的地方买。泡澡的时候，
Tell down, please, humpy dumpy. So behave. So next month. Play up, right? Market, Heroes Road.
Bound for Manila. Our passengers seated under group letters C and E. Once again, passengers.
Baby, loving you, same.
So, hello guys. Nanami sa bus karon. So, among flight kay to Cebu. And here's Ice. Ginayos niya ang aircon. Apoy namin. Wala namin kasabot. Leia, you say
Hi.
so, si Ice, ginakanta na lang niya yung na-feel karon. Kasi mo maingon.
Wala.
Kung wala daw siya, may gutom na daw siya. Makaon daw may crispy na lechon sa Cebu later. So, mawala to. I'll be back later. Bye! guys. So, it's D from No One Asked. So, nanamid diri sa Cebu na airport. So, say hi. Hi. Hi.
Hi.
So, nagsapot ko kay dugay kaayo ang dugay kayo sa airplane, and then okay lang kay mga kamandormi ako gitson dili karon sa Cebu. So, just for example, fortunate. Bye.
So after na mo nakapapicture kay Zika Belia, I really decided to muster up the courage para mastorya siya. So we engage in conversation ani nga time. Pero wala na ako gi-cover sa video for respect purposes. Kay among ang topic ay college life niya, ana, yung day-to-day life, how is it to be an influencer, ana, and all that. So he's a very humble guy and lingaw kayo sa kastorya. Like, promise yun, sulit kayo ang conversation.